Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I just want to play a little bit of Yasuo against Aurelion Soul, just because I feel like I can probably beat Lissandra up next with Yasuo. I just have some generally good items. The Laron Blade Rack means that I can go ahead and trade favorably with whatever I want when Yasuo's on the board. And the Blade Tempest means everything will be stunned when Yasuo levels up. So Yasuo basically becomes a 4-mana stun the entire board of the opponent sometimes. All of these are pretty bad. Let's see, roll. Phalanx. I don't really do a lot of targeting my own units. Let's reroll again. All of these seem pretty bad. Triferian Might. It procs on the Yone, and that's about it. So it's either a flexible game plan or Triferian Might probably. Do I want to build towards Triferian Might? I might be able to, so we'll try. No, let's not try to force stuff. Let's just take the flexible game plan. Let's see what Aurelion Soul has. Level up. Okay, it's not too bad. We Sin with duplicate and Jin with level up. Okay, so theoretically this shouldn't be that hard of a run. Yasuo is relatively strong in the path of champions. The ability is to just stun something at the round start is pretty good for stalling the opponent. The opponent has Unyielding Determination. Okay, we just have to play around it. Nothing. Okay. Let's drop down the Fey Blade Twirler, start growing it. I think I don't want to attack with the Fey Blade Twirler, so let's just attack with the two Navori Blade Scouts. This is fine. I'll be able to stall the opponent's Sejuani once she comes down with the Steel Tempests and the Will of Ionius. I think I'll drop down the Yasuo here. It starts clearing the opponent's board if he doesn't attack here. Okay, he doesn't attack, so now we can clear the opponent's board quite effectively, to the point where Yasuo might not even get to stun anything once he levels up. I'll go ahead and drop down the second seedling. And this is a pretty simple trade. Next turn, the opponent will have 5. Okay, so Sejuani will come down on a defensive turn for the opponent, which is pretty good for us. 3 out of 4. Next turn, Yasuo will level up. So I guess I'll just jump block here, because I don't want Yasuo to level up quite yet. I want him to take a little bit more time to level up. If I attack here, is it lethal? No, we're 2 off. If he drops down the Sejuani, maybe, depending on what he hits. Okay, so I don't think that will be relevant. This will level up Yasuo. Yasuo will strike both the opponents. I'll summon a 3-2. My units get buffed up by all of these stuns. Which means now we do kill the opponent. Yep. We're no longer too off. A good victory, but just off of this game I can tell that this is going to be somewhat slow. Windswept Hillock with anti-up. I suppose it's the most synergistic thing here, so we'll take it. LeBlanc, Lux, or Nyla. All of these seem pretty bad, so let's reroll once. Paris, Queen, Maokai. Nothing good. Let's reroll again. Yeah, sure. Lee Sin, Kalista, Nasus. I guess Kalista might be the best option here, just because the lower curve is nice. Yeah, sure, we'll take Kalista, even though it's not exactly the most synergistic option. Poppy or Karma? I think Poppy might be easier to deal with, so we'll go for the Poppy and then we'll go for the Solitary Monkey encounter, and we'll just cut a card from our deck. Let's toss that, this, toss everything. I need an earlier curve, some early game drops. Okay, that's a discard on the Windswept Hillock. It won't matter. Go ahead, block please. Nope, okay. Perfected mana flow. So the opponent will just reach Poppy here right away. He can attack with the Poppy all he wants. I'll just go for the Steel Tempest. The Steel Tempest will actually allow me to drop down a Kalista, which is very good. Next turn I can go Haunted Relic, and I'll attack with all of the relics plus the Kalista perhaps. We'll see. Quietus. I guess Quietus might be able to kill something. An ally strikes an enemy. If it survives, stun it. Okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and drop down the Blast Cone Seedling as a 3-3 with barrier, and then we'll just attack with everything. We level up the Kalista. Next turn Poppy will be stunned again. So things are looking up for us. Yeah, we'll just take advantage of the Windswept Hillock and stun the strongest opponent unit. We'll also use the Quietus to get rid of that thing. And I've already blew the Scouts for the draw. I can drop down the Yasuo here. Should I do that? However, I don't think so. I think I should let the opponent play something first. He doesn't play something. Okay, so then it was a mistake to not play the Yasuo. Play something else, I dare you. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted. Let's level up the Yasuo and it will just clear the entire board. Perfect. Oh, it gets stunned twice. I guess that's good to know. But it didn't matter in the end because since the Poppy was stunned, she couldn't block this attack. I think this can be a win. I mean, how hard can Aurelion Soul high roll us? Pretty hard actually. Let's take the Homecoming. The Solitary Monk can be used to clear the Black Spear probably. Yeah, let's clear the Black Spear from our deck. Adaptatron or Gold Chest. I'll take the Gold Chest. The Adaptatron, if I'm not mistaken, just gives me a tech ally, which wouldn't really synergize with our deck or our game plan at all. Let's toss the Yasuo back. Toss this one back. Keep the Kalista because she can be played early. Yep, we'll be able to play the Callisto and we'll level her up immediately. That Bloom Wanderer, that's a pretty decent unit to summon off of the Callisto, so we'll take it. The tossing won't matter because we'll probably kill the opponent before we run out of cards. The opponent does have unyielding determination, so I have got to remember that. Nothing, okay. Odd. Do I just drop down the Yasuo? Yeah, sure. It will be fine. It's a way to start clearing the opponent's stuff however I want. I can even pull the Triferian Hopeful. I don't deal as much damage, but I make sure that his board is clear. It also slows down the Yasuo level up a little bit, because I want Yasuo to level up once the opponent has more units on board. That's good. Let's pass. The opponent does nothing. I could use a Blade Twirler, that would be nice. Let's drop down the Navari Blade Scout. He drops down the Swain. I can go ahead and do something funny here. We can recall the Windswept Hillock to recall the Swain. Then we'll drop down the Windswept Hillock again. We'll attack with everything. Everything's going great. Next turn he'll probably drop down this Swain again. And I can stun it or do something else to prevent it from attacking. Yep. Let's just drop down the Shadow Assassin. And then we'll Steel Tempest on his attack, probably. If I go ahead and do this, does that... No, yeah, I still take the damage. So in that case, never mind, let's just stun the Swain. I can take the 1 damage just fine. Come on. There we go. That thing dying is perfect. And me drawing the Blade Twirler as well. Now I'll make sure to kill the opponent. And a dead opponent. Pretty nice so far. We're making it work, even though our support champion doesn't really have any synergy with Yasuo itself. But it's a bit too early to sing victory. Yusari, Invasive Hydravine. I guess the Legion of the Severed is the best option just because it doesn't take up a card slot. And although I really want to cut it from my deck, I think going for the shop is better. Just because I haven't gone for a shop yet. I'll take whatever it has to offer me. Ionian Tailstones? Nah. I suppose just the power is fine. Not ideal, however. Battlefield training is not the most exciting power. We don't really even benefit that much from it because we don't summon something right away. Okay, we'll be able to level up Kalista right away. That's nice. Let's drop down the Kalista. He does nothing. Okay. Iron Quest. Pick an ally follower, create an ephemeral copy of it in hand with +1/+1. Revive the strongest that allied follower and grant it ephemeral. I suppose the Iron Conquest is a good card. It gives us something to do. Do I want to take damage? I suppose I'll attack with only the Kalista. I don't want him to get too many Blade's Edge. Too many of them would prove quite troublesome. I would rather just attack once with Kalista, at the same time guaranteeing the level up. Do I want to play that right away? Windswept Hillock, I suppose so. Just to draw Yasuo on curve. Next turn I'll be full on cards, so let's go ahead and drop down the Blade Twirler. And let's drop down the Iron Conquest as well. Next turn I can go ahead and play the Yone and we'll use the Iron Conquest on it. That's a pretty good use of it, I believe. Four out of 5. I hope he develops a board here. Nope. Doesn't seem like it, so I'll just drop down the Yon. It's fine. Let's get the Yon back. Next turn we'll drop down the Yasuo. Yeah, I'll drop down the Yasuo.
I will follow this path until the end.
I clear 2 of the opponent's units. Okay, that won't save you, opponent. I can stun it at fast speed. I'll waste the tail of the dragon, unfortunately. But the opponent just dies. He got stalled to oblivion. If I could get that power that stuns an enemy at the round start, that would be great. That way I would stun 2 enemies at the round start. But it probably won't come to pass. Quick Strike Blade, Vampiric Scepter. I suppose Vampiric Scepter is better than the Quick Strike Blade. At least I won't endanger Yasuo as soon as I play it. Dragon's Rage. Or Hold Them Off. I'm pretty sure that the Follow the Wind and the Hold Them Off happen at the same time. So they have anti-synergy. But I'll pick them anyway, because I'm not 100% sure. Full chest, spells chest, or a healer. I want a healer probably. Cut a card. Let's go for it. Let's go for the healer. If it was a rare shop, I might have considered the shop, but it's just a common one. It's not really that exciting. Even though I do have a lot of money to spend, I can spend it at another time. Let's keep the Blast Cone Seedling in the Steel Tempest for the early game. That's unfortunate. We drew the Legion of the Severed. Oh, but we drew the second one. Okay, nice. I think... Draw me if I'm not in your hand. Did that work? I don't think it worked. I think this was off of the flexible game plan, because I remember it not working in the past. And with the way that it's worded, it shouldn't work, because I already had a Legion of the Severed in my hand. Yeah, whatever. What matters is that we got Kalista down immediately, and we'll level her up immediately. This Ashe has Power Overwhelming. Okay, perhaps then I should go ahead and drop down the Yasuo, just as a way to go ahead and keep the board clear. But first I'll give it Deathless. And yeah, the Hold Them Off and the other power I picked have anti-synergy. Ah, whatever. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll clear 2 of the opponent's units, while also going ahead and getting a larger unit dead, so that the Kalista revives stronger things. 3 out of 5. I could go ahead and level up Yasuo here, but I'll pass on it. I don't need to. I can wait for the next turn. Let's drop down the Blast Cone Seedling. If he plays something here, I'll use Yon. like so.
If I told you, would you listen? Even I have
And now I'll go ahead and clear the opponent's board,
only one path.
and then we'll attack for game.
My kind of lesson.
Unless he has a frostbite effect.
No cure.
He could have one for 1 man at low speed. He has a Poro instead. Let's see if he does have an answer. He needs something for 1 mana, which he obviously doesn't have. So yeah, another quite simple victory.
Step closer to redemption.
We're not exactly making the quickest run, but so far it's been pretty decent. I don't think we even lost a single bit of health throughout this entire run. Maybe a little bit, but we got it back with the Dead Bloom Wanderer. Still Tempest with Mana Potion is obviously good. Next up we'll cut the Legion of the Severed, the Navari Blade Scout. Decisions. I'm inclined... No, I'm not. Legion of the Severed is unnecessary. I was about to say I'm inclined to keep the Legion of the Severed because it guarantees the Ballista that gets dropped down on turn 1. But it actually doesn't, because I always draw the exact amount of cards necessary to drop down Callisto on turn 1 because of the flexible game plan. Come on, I kept the Yasuo on purpose because I wanted to get a Callisto. Okay, perfect. We got it. Now I can go ahead and drop down the Callisto. He'll probably attack here, but that should be fine. Catalog of Regrets. You know what? That's funny, so we'll take it. It can be funny with the Homecoming and the Concussive Palm. It can be funny with a lot of things, actually. Oh look, the Zoe hit me. Finally I took damage. Do I want to get the Yasuo down as quick as possible? Probably. Just so I can go ahead and... Oh, excuse me. Go ahead and work on the clearing of the opponent's board. Let's go ahead and clear that, shall we? Just so we will be stunned next turn, guaranteed. Okay, so let's drop down the Yasuo. Is he going... Okay, he's going to stun both of my units and then attack. That's what I was fearing. So we'll take 11 here. But we can get it back. We can go ahead and drop down the Catalog of Regrets. Let's go ahead and clear the opponent's board. Hopefully he doesn't buff up his units. He probably won't. He only has 1 mana. Nice. And now, does the opponent... Okay, I'll probably level up Yasuo on the next turn. He will attack with the Zoe at the very least. Okay, no, I won't need him to attack. I'll just play the Monastery.
Destiny waits.
Now his entire board will be cleared.
My kind of lessons.
And whatever he plays here will also be cleared because
Even
I have 3 stuns in hand. Okay, that's fine. That's fine as well. Let's go ahead and steal Tempest.
I do all right.
Anything else? Nope. That's nothing. That clears both units. I could heal up a bit by using the Homecoming, but I don't think I need to heal up. I still have a revive and I can stall for quite a bit.
I will regain my honor.
I do, however, need to stop keeping such a greedy hand with 2 Yasuos. It was the reason why I lost so much health here. Monastery of Hirana. I guess because it has Eye of the Watchers, I'll take it. If it didn't, I would probably avoid it. Lie in wait. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Sometimes it will do something. Everything else sounds pretty bad, so we'll avoid it. Spells chest or a item chest. Let's go for the item chest.
Destination. Tell you when I get
Let's go ahead and see which Yasuo is better, mine or the opponent's. And we get double Kalista, so we won't need to keep one of them. We'll toss the other back. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we'll get the... Oh, we got it. We've been getting the Haunted Relic and the Kalista in our opening hand extremely consistently. Legion of the Severed, Cowering Sensation. I guess the Legion of the Severed is fine. Go ahead, block.
welcome to try.
Nice. He has perfected mana flow, so he will probably screw me next turn somehow because he will have 5 mana.
Life's the best teacher you'll get.
Let's go ahead and play the Windswept Hillock right away. Make use of the cost reduction. Yeah, that's fine. The first stun for the opponent. As long as he doesn't level up Yasuo, we should be fine. I'll even go ahead and drop down my own Yasuo so we can start taking care of the board. Oh no. That's bad. Next turn I might just be screwed. Oh no, because Yasuo levels up. So his entire board will be stunned.
I do all right.
And will also be cleared, obviously. And now, depending on what he plays here, I'll also be able to clear it again. Let's go ahead and go for the option that kills the opponent's Yasuo. And then recalling the Yasuo. That's unfortunate, but we'll be able to stall the opponent's unit with the Shadow Assassin. Oh, is that the weakest unit? I hope it wasn't a 50-50. because otherwise I would be because if it was I would be pretty pissed. Let's drop down the Yasuo. Let's drop down the Feyblade Twirler. And let's attack with everything. We won't kill him right away, but we'll set up lethal for next turn. No, we won't, because he will stun the Kalista. I do suppose it's still lethal next turn. Yeah, dump your entire hand. It won't matter. Oh! With Yasuo on board, he killed one unit and the other one will be frostbitten. Good to know. Let's go ahead and heal up our Nexus. Ooh, denying my spell. How annoying. And now we should kill the opponent. Right? I mean, what can he have that saves him? Even stunning one of my units probably won't be enough to save himself. The fact that we've been getting Kalista and Haunted Relic so consistently in our opening hand might be a significant reason for why we're winning. So let's double up on the Haunted Relic, or double down on it. Last Concealing, let's leave. We don't need duplicates of those cards. And cutting a card. I suppose the Monastery of Hirana, because it's too slow. We'll cut that. This scene with duplicate can be very frightening. So hopefully we high roll him. We'll definitely keep this entire hand. I think it will be pretty good. The Blade Twirler can grow right away if we don't draw the Haunted Relic, but we do. It basically has Farsight Alteration. At least that's what it seems. Let's drop down the Haunted Relic. Let's go for the Boisterous Host. It's the cheapest option. And we got a free attack with Anila as well, just in case we need card draw in the future. And that's the end of the first turn. We might be inclined to play the Yasuo right away. No. We'll play the Boisterous Host first. And then we'll have to use both Steel Tempests just to minimize the amount of damage we take from the Listines. I will, however, drop down the Yasuo right away next turn, because I want to start clearing the opponent's board. 3, it will be 4 next turn, and the turn afterwards will be 5. So let's drop down the Yasuo. The opponent doesn't have a recall effect, right? Doesn't seem like it.
Our enemies cannot hide.
Okay, so let's clear that one. Let's clear this one. And let's clear that one. And if he wants to block with one of the dragon lings, he can. It won't really matter. Yeah, that's fine. He won't kill anything, and we clear most of the opponent's board. Next turn, both the Lee Sins will be stunned.
I follow only one
So they won't be able to attack,
own.
which means we can go ahead and use Steel Tempest and Concussive Palm on whatever units the opponent summons. Let's drop down the Feyblade Twirler.
Fast strikes.
That's fine.
Our enemies would be foolish to underestimate.
Lots of... Those are some big sparring students. Well then, I'll just go ahead and stun them then. And they'll just die. It doesn't matter if you level up the Lee Sin because they're just stunned.
No cure. Even I have good.
And now the game's over. Over for the opponent. Right. I'll go ahead and do this. Pull this one here. And then kill the opponent in the process. Okay, we don't kill him. But we're ever closer to killing him. And that's good. Let's go for the Feyblade Twirler. Keep growing him. And Velasco and Seedling as well, why not? The opponent survives one extra turn, I guess. Sparring student doubled up. Odd. Let's go ahead and recall that one. Then this one. Trying to something. Ooh. Nilo levels up. It won't be relevant, but it's neat. Ooh, Lee Sin leveled up. If only he was on the board. It probably wouldn't have mattered anyway. Oh, so you're using the deny on the Will of Ionia to get 16 damage through. Let's not do that, please.
I do all right.
I would be pretty sad if the opponent had a second deny. Fortunately, he didn't. And now it's over. Just 72 damage to the opponent's face. Ooh, you're stunning 118 attack unit. Well then, how about the 12 attack unit and the 17 attack unit? I guess he had no answer to those. I suppose the fact that Callista is the one talking a lot makes sense, after all she is carrying the early game. Do I want a Shadow Totem on the Callista? Nah. Scout on the Yasuo, however, sounds very funny, so we'll take it. And now for our last power, or potentially last power, Mana Flow. Yep, that's an insta pick compared to the other ones. Getting Yasuo online earlier is great. Getting more mana earlier is always good because it allows us to play more cards. So yeah, good things all around. Let's toss the Navari Blade Scout back. Keep everything else. We'll drop down the Yasuo next turn if necessary. Unfortunately, we won't be able to play the Kalista. Never mind. I guessed wrong. Haunted Relic and Kalista just have Farsight alteration, I guess. Go hard. Go hard is funny. So we'll take it. And Dari. Never mind. Let's not attack with anything. We'll just level up the Kalista and prepare ourselves to stun the Katarina next turn. Alright, she will be stunned anyway because of our power. Still, we'll get the Yasuo down.
Wise words for a dead man.
Nothing. Okay. Whatever you say. First time I attack, strike, swap me with the ally to my right, and recall it. I suppose drawing one with the Navari Blitz Scout's fine. Actually, Yasuo has Scout, so let's go for this attack first. Clear the only viable blocker for the opponent. And then we'll go ahead and attack like so. And we'll just deal 14 to the opponent's Nexus, just like that. Go hard. Let's go hard on the Katarina. Just to get a card out of my hand. I suppose I'll Navari Blade Scout as well. Just make efficient use out of my mana. Nope, please. Does Yasuo level up here? Yes, it does. So that means the opponent's board just dies. There we go. Now, opponent, do you have something for 2 mana? A second Katarina. I suppose he might attack. He doesn't. He doesn't want to attack because he would just probably die in the next turn. But he dies either way. I won't even make use of the scout attack from the Yasuo because I think it will be unnecessary. Let's see. One epic shot. Nomad's Medallion on the on. Sounds very funny, so we'll take it. The second one sets him to 2 mana. Out of the gates? Yeah, sure. Getting a game started with the Blade Whirler right away or a Blast Cone Seedling is fine. We have 4 Haunted Relics. So let's make that 5. Yeah, 5 Haunted Relics sound just about right. And then we'll just move along. We'll keep the Haunted Relic and the Yasuo, toss everything else. Yeah, sounds good. Hopefully we get a Kalista here. Yes, we do. I don't know why I even questioned it. Oh, and we got the Yon right away because Yon is a 2-mana unit right now. Proliferating Dark Wraith, sure, it's funny. We won't be able to level up the Kalista right away because we have to jump block with 2 Unleashed Spirits. Actually, we might, because we'll be able to do this. Then we'll go ahead and get a Shape of Fear, I guess. And then we'll just obliterate one of the Unleashed Spirits. And that levels up Kalista. Pretty nice. Let's drop down the Yasuo.
Am I flesh or shadow?
Let's make use of the Yasuo. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. We just deal a casual 17 damage to the opponent. Anything else? Another Navari Blade Scout. Okay. It won't matter because you will die the turn after this one, opponent. Oh, you're summoning a bunch of copies of that unit, are you? Well, it would be a shame if I were to recall it and waste your 4-mana card. And that's it for the opponent. Next turn the Zed will be stunned. Yasuo will level up. No, it won't, but it doesn't need to. I just killed the opponent on board. And he has nothing. I am worried about the Aurelion Soul fight. Our deck is a rather slow one, and we do rely a lot on using spells to control the board. And if a significant amount of units having the spell shield keyword, that becomes somewhat troublesome. You'll just have to hope that we high roll the opponent. Let's toss all of these back. Keep one Blast Code Seedling just in case. Oh, and we got the Nuts opening hand. I should have figured. We always draw these good cards. Trail of Evidence. Calculated Creations. Well, I can't jump block with the Yon Wind Chasers, so that's fine. Let's also use a Haunted Relic. Get a Dead Bloom Wanderer just for the lifesteal. Zillion's useless because we don't have time bombs, but it can be a nice distraction from our actually significant champions. He probably drops down Victor here. Yep. That's what I figured. Let's attack like this then. No need to risk damaging any other of our units when you can just do this. He buffs up the Victor, but the Victor just gets stunned by default. So this is fine. Oh, Windswept Hillock. Oh, that's great. Just keep stunning the opponent's stuff. I can level up the Yasuo right away here. No, actually I can set it up to level him up next turn if I do this, which I will. Yeah, everything's fine. Now the opponent just loses his entire board.
Destiny waits. Even
Go on Yasuo. Okay, there we go. That's the clear. Just like that. Let's not use the scout attack. Let's just attack with everything. He needs to have a fast speed answer to our entire board, which he doesn't. Or I know he doesn't. And then we finally reach the final boss. Elixir of skill? Yeah, sure. More redundancy on the good card. As long as the Aurelion soul doesn't get overwhelm units that the haunted relic can even use used as a way to generate jump blockers. I'll keep the Navari Blitz Scout and the Wascon Seedling and the Windswept Hillock. Okay, we don't need to go for the Haunted Relic Callista turn right away. In fact, I won't do that because he dropped down the Kindred. And that's scary. Okay, Star Tipped Peak. Could be scarier. It was actually a rather low power turn, all things considered. Let's go ahead and drop down the Haunted Relic. Yeah, sure. Atrocity. Atrocity can be a cheeky way to kill the opponent with a large unit. We do, however, burn one unit. Let's attack like so. What does he do? Stun both of those. Use a Mark of the Storm. Unfortunate. I'll keep the spell mana just so I can use it on the next turn with the Yasuos I have in hand. 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. I'll play the Yasuo and then stun something.
death is like the wind, always by my side.
Please don't have an answer. He's playing something for 2 mana. He's silencing the Blade Whirler. Let's go ahead and stun this unit. I take 2 and clear a significant amount of units from the opponent's board. Okay, that clears the Sun instead of leaving it at 1 HP, so let's do that. Let's use one Steel Tempest here as well. Actually, it doesn't actually matter, right? Well, it puts it at 1. Why does this change whether Senna survives or not? Sure. Because this kills Senna, I'll just do it.
My kind of lessons. No one is promised tomorrow. No cure for fools.
Come on. Dealing damage to all of my units it's kind of annoying, but it should be fine. Next turn, oh, that's unfortunate. The opponent will just get to rally off of this. I'll go ahead and attack like so. I could make use of the Yasuo's scout by doing this. I think I'll do it just because I have the double steel tempest. Wait. Oh right, windswept healer causes us to get the attack, to get stun unit when we get the attack token, and so that stuns the Galio. I forgot about that part. How do I want to do this? I think I want to drop down the last code seedling. I'll go ahead and double stun that. Next turn that thing just dies. Then again, I can also just kill it here if I wanted to. So I'll do it. Deal a bunch of damage to the opponent in the process, and ensure that the Aurelion Soul doesn't level up, so that way he can't just play Celestial cards for free. And I'll pass the turn. Okay, that's good. We just done that, waste the rally effect. He gets a second Aurelion Soul. I will actually play the Yon over that thing. Let's make sure we consume both of these spell shields from the opponent. Yeah, that's fine. I can stun both of you. Actually, I'll stun this one first, this one second, so the Aurelion Soul takes just one bit of extra damage. Do I want to kill the Aurelion Soul? You know what? I'll go ahead and kill both of these units here. There's no reason not to. It just makes sure that the opponent has no units on board for what I'm about to do next. And let's attack with everything. There's no way he has a fast speed answer to this, or burst speed. He's in Targon. Yep. We did it. It was actually a bit easier than what I anticipated. I suppose Yasuo is just better than what I thought he was. Do I even get anything off of this? Well, besides XP. Nope. Just the normal daily quest. Whatever. It's always nice to get some XP on different champions. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.